I'm a superhero. I fly around the world saving businesses from bankruptcy and destruction. I'm a champion for underdogs and for business owners that are barely hanging on. I empower the entrepreneurs and the small business owners like you to push back that fear into massive success. I'm a symbol of the little company taking on the big company and winning. I have a message of hope in these trying times. But more importantly, my message of prosperity is the reason that Mojo Video is in business today. Now, I know what you're thinking. As you watch this video, you see me as a little person. Sure, I'm smaller than Vern Troyer, the character from the Austin Powers movies. And yes, as you can see, I am a real person. The person you see before you right now is Captain Mojo. And I know I shouldn't reveal my identity to you, but it's important for you to know who I really am. My real name is Mark, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona. So what does my story have to do with your success? By the time you finish watching this video, you'll discover Captain Mojo's one secret from going from zero to hero. You'll learn exactly how you can go from zero to hero in your own business, no matter how long you've been in business or if you're a startup company. Let me introduce you to my friends and partners, Corey Michael Sanchez and Ira Rosen. Corey and Ira were underdogs. They succeeded against all odds. They started Mojo in the midst of the so-called recession. Then they had no resources, no database, 0 customers, no recurring revenue, and little chance for success. Since then, they've generated 7-figure income, online and offline sales. In a few minutes, Ira and Corey are going to reveal the magic bullet secret for massive success. But before they do that, it's important to know how we discovered the formula. So, here's Ira and Corey!
Hi, I'm Corey Michael Sanchez.
Hi, I'm Ira Rosen. We're the founders of Mojo Video Marketing.
And just 4 years ago, I was an overworked, underpaid lab scientist. I hated my job. I felt like I was wasting my life slaving for someone else, and I was bored with my coworkers and work environment. Plus, I had a supervisor from hell. She would make me stay long hours, do mundane work, and never gave me the recognition for anything that I did. At one point, I told myself that I'd rather own the lab rather than work at it. I made the decision that I would do whatever it took to get out of the rat race. So I did the first thing I could think of. I started a business. Like you have probably done at one time or another, I paid for course after course after course, each one promising huge profits. However, not one of them produced the results that they had talked about. Heck, many times, I couldn't even produce enough results to pay for the course I bought in the first place. I was insanely frustrated, overwhelmed, and exhausted. It didn't seem like anything was working. My marketing returned little results, and even if I got in front of a prospect, I could never get them to buy. It seemed like everybody was frozen in place, including myself. I kept telling myself that success was right around the corner, that floods of traffic was on its way, and that I would soon discover the truth to the massive success that the gurus seemed to be talking about. But to tell you the truth, I was starting to doubt myself. You see, I had huge dreams and aspirations, but it felt like they were circling the drain. I was terrified of resigning myself to being just mediocre the rest of my life. Then one day, I met the one guy that brought it all together. His name was Ira Rosen. Now, Ira and I met at a networking event through an introduction from his daughter. Ira was a semi-retired entrepreneur that had created, run, and sold numerous multi-million-dollar companies. He had spent millions of dollars on successful advertising, and I immediately knew that Ira knew something that no one else did because success followed him wherever he went. I knew I had to get a piece of that success pie no matter what. At the time, Ira was giving back and doing small seminars for business owners to teach them about his big wins as an entrepreneur for over 40 years. With the over 50,000 transactions he has been involved with, and he taught them how to avoid money pits and time wasters and have massive success. Now, Ira was one of those old school guys that had crushed it despite not knowing how to turn on a computer a few years before. I immediately volunteered to help him with the seminars and teach him what I had learned about online marketing in the courses that I had bought. I impressed Ira so much that he took me under his wing and he mentored me. In fact, one day, 3 years ago, we got together at a local burger joint and sketched out a business on the back of a napkin based on one single marketing strategy. There was no doubt in either of our minds that this plan would work. We took the leap of faith and started a business together instantly. We were so pumped and excited, and it got even better when we had our first customer in less than 7 days, followed quickly by the next and the next. Before we knew it, we had dominated our niche so well that everybody in the space knew us. People kept asking us how they could use our tactics in their own business. And that was 3 years ago. Now we have clients that pay us over $25,000 to implement these same systems in their business. And now, for a limited time, we are giving them to you. Would you like to know our secret weapon? All of it can be found in Captain Mojo's Manifesto.